Hi, welcome to Whittle Tweaks. I'm Carrie Whittle, and this channel is about small changes you can make to the way you use a computer that will save you time. Last time we talked about 3 basic ways you can use a keyboard rather than a mouse to make you faster at editing text. Today we're going to continue the theme of using the keyboard instead of the mouse because every time you move your hand to the mouse and back, that adds to the time you're spending at the computer. This time we're going to discuss various places you can use the Tab and Enter keys to save time. In many applications and website forms, you can use the Tab key to move from one field or area to the next, and you can use the Enter key to submit information. Let's look at a website first. Say you want to schedule a virtual visit at Stevens College. Let's click on the link here. It pulls up a form much like many forms that you might find in various places online. So let's see how we can save time using the Tab and Enter keys here. So let's enter an email address. And I just hit the Tab key then to get to the next field. Entering the next one, hit Tab again to get to the next field and Tab again to get to the next. I'm going to enter a fake phone number there and then a Tab key again. And now I've gotten to a place where I have options that I can select, and often in a form like this you can use the space key to select that. So if I hit space, notice it selected the Zoom video conference option. Right, then I'm going to keep going, hit the Tab key. I'm not going to have anybody join me, so I'm just going to keep hitting Tab. And now I'm down to another place with choices. So hitting the Tab key, I can move among those. And then let's say that this is a good time. I can hit that space bar again to select that one, hit Tab to go to the next, and that's another good time, so I'll hit the space bar there also. And then Tab again, and say I hit one by accident. Oh, Wednesday from 1 to 3 is not a good time. You can just hit the space bar again to unselect it. And keep hitting that Tab key. Maybe you went too far. You can use Shift Tab to go back one. Okay, hit that space bar again to select those, and that's all my times that are good. All right, this brings me to a place where I've got a drop-down list of things that I can select from. So I could use my mouse. I did use it to click here on the little drop down, but I wouldn't even have to do that. I just wanted you to see it. I can use the down arrow to kind of scroll through the different areas. Say I'm interested in musical theater as a major. I might click M and look, musical theater is the first one that pops up. Or say maybe fashion is an area of interest. Well, fashion communication, if I hit the down arrow, then I get more things that start with F. So fashion design and product development, fashion marketing and management. Yeah, let's stick with that one. All right, Tab key to the next area. Sure, I'd like to hear from the financial aid office. Interested in playing a sport? No. So this time I hit the down arrow key and it selected that one. I could hit down again, and just by hitting the down arrow, it'll scroll through those. Then Tab to the next one. I'm hitting the down arrow, unsure at this time. And then once I've filled in all the fields, then I can go ahead and hit the Enter key to submit my application. Now let's look at Outlook as an example of an application where the Tab key can be used to save time. So say I'm going to send an email to Whittle Tweaks. Notice that sometimes when you've already sent an email to somebody and the application that you're using is familiar with that email address, it pops up like it is in this situation. I don't even have to finish typing the rest of that email address. I can just hit the Tab key and it fills it all in for me. And then Tab takes me to the next line, which is the CC line, and then hitting Tab again takes me to the subject line. So I can just type in a subject and then hit Tab again and type in the body. All right, and then in this situation, hitting enter is not going to submit anything. It's not like that's going to send the email because I'm in an area where hitting enter just moves it to the next line. So I'm not really going to send that email, but that's an example of where the tab key can be really handy in an application. Another place where the tab and enter keys are really handy is in Excel and other spreadsheet applications. In Excel, the tab key moves the cursor one cell to the right, and the enter key moves the cursor down, and that can make filling out a table really handy. For this example, assume I've written on my paper gradebook students' grades for the first 2 homework assignments, but I haven't had a chance to enter them in my Excel gradebook yet. Then I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's say that the first one, the possible points were 10. Then I'm going to hit tab to move over to homework 2, and the possible points for that one were 20. Then I'm going to hit enter to move down to the next line. And I'm actually using the little number pad over on the right hand side of my keyboard for this because that's really fast for me, and if you get used to it, that can be fast for you too. So that's another little tip. All right, so let's say 9 and 18, enter. And then number, tab, number, enter. Number, tab, number, enter. And I can just keep doing this pattern and really quickly fill in the grades for the students in this manner. So I think that gives you the idea. I don't need to continue the rest of them. And other websites and applications have their own uses for the tab and enter keys. You can figure out what those are just by trying them. One website that my colleagues and I use a lot is Canvas. And sometimes it's easiest to just directly enter grades into Canvas rather than into Excel. And so let's say that I want to do that here. In Canvas, for some reason, when you use the tab key, it doesn't move you over to the next one like it does in Excel. And so that won't work here. So in Canvas, it's faster to just do one assignment at a time. So let's just start entering these. And so each time now I'm hitting the enter key to move down to the next line. Right? And so once I got to the bottom, then I would just use the mouse to go back up to the next one there, and I could go ahead and enter in those just like I was for the first column. And that's pretty fast. I will at another time, when I'm talking more about Canvas in particular for my fellow colleagues, talk about other ways to enter grades in Canvas and what's fastest when. Thanks for watching this episode of Whittle Tweaks. Over the next few days, see how many places you can find where using the tab and enter keys can save you time. Keep practicing and you'll get faster, one tweak at a time.